Hello everyone, T-Man978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at Transformers R.E.D. Robot Enhanced Design. Bumblebee. He is based on G1 Bumblebee. As I keep saying with these, I like the packaging and I like the idea of them. Here's this, but let's see if I like him after I open it.
T-Man978 Chill Review.
Alright, for years and years I've been begging for Hasbro to create or release a retail line of action figures that can compete with import style figures. To clarify, when I say compete with import, I mean they already have the articulation down pretty much. They just need more accessories. And I just saw Shang-Chi and the Legend of the, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It was good. Yay. And this, and probably the Overwatch figures, come the closest to that. In fact, this is like really close to that. It's just missing a couple things. I would say an extra set of hands, a changeable faceplate, and hips that can kick up more than 90 degrees, like maybe drop down hips. Outside of that, this thing delivers on what I've been begging for, and so I can't really complain too much, but I do have complaints. Let's get into it. As you can see, he does come with a blaster reminiscent of something he used in a cartoon. He can hold that, and he has two different blast effects, which is cool. This is something that takes it up to the next level. All of these Robot Enhanced Design figures, like, I can't, with the extent of the stuff they go through to make these, I can't believe they aren't doing it with G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe don't come with extra hands, and they don't have blast effects. They do have other cool weapons and whatnot, but yeah, like, instead of this Energon cube they threw in, they could have given us something else, like another set of hands, maybe, or another gun, or different face. But anywho, he has, of course, gripping hands to hold the gun, which I'll show off later. All the hands have the hands that do this. Other than that, here he is. He is a big, chunky Bumblebee. The main reason to get this is if you have nostalgia for the cartoon Bumblebee and you want a fully crazy poseable version of that robot mode, and you don't care about the transformation, you just want something that looks like the Bumblebee you remember from the cartoon and it's poseable. But anyhow, the only thing that destroys the cartoon Bumblebee look is this. It's like they can't just go with a full-on cartoon accurate version of these for some reason. And the black in there. If this was all yellow, they wanted to add some extra detail. But if that was all yellow, this was yellow, he would be completely cartoon accurate, basically. I think maybe they changed the crotch design up a bit. Here's the face. It is, I have to admit, I don't like the gray paint that they use on there. It looks cheap. I have to be straight up honest with y'all. And let me get my other complaints out of the way so I can move on with my life. Most of this is like a combination of Transformers plastic and typical Transformers plastic and Marvel Legends style, more softer plastic. They tend to use the softer plastic in the joints, but this foot is hard plastic like a Transformer. This leg, I believe this is more of a pliable plastic in the arms, but this is hard plastic. The body is hard plastic, and that's not really a complaint, but I'm just pointing that out. Complaints, they all have been having removable chest plates and whatnot. This is just kept on by this pliable peg right there, so while you're manipulating him, this thing will be shifting left and right. Some of the joints or the way it's connected, it just doesn't feel right. I haven't broken it, but it just feels scary. And the way this ab crunch works. Now he has superior freaking ab crunch. They went out of their way to give him good ab crunch. Like they've been doing that on all the figures. But when you have this connected, it's difficult to do. And he can do an ab crunch, which is cool, but it's not as deep as it could be. And I like to get super duper dynamic with it. You thought I was going to say I like to get deep. I mean, you could bend it more, but then you'll have this hanging off. So, it's a trade-off. You have to bend it and then put that on. But that's still cool the way that works, I guess. This is removable, this tire, just in case you don't want a tire back there. Or you can actually, let me see if this is the same size as the regular stand. Hold on. Moment of truth. Nope, too big. So, it can fit in there. But that is definitely too big. So there's that. Let's point out some other details. I believe these are painted. These grill looking things are painted. That may be painted, but I can't tell because it does stand out. Here's paint under there. Of course, the paint on the waist and whatnot. And, well, but yeah, that's all the details. Let's get into this. The neck. The neck joint is on a double ball post. This is weak. It could have been stronger. I wish he maybe had a hinge under there, or maybe the head could extend or something, but he barely looks up, barely looks down. He can tilt a little bit and rotate. So yeah, extending hinge or something would have been good. He has butterfly joint. The shoulders are super crazy tight and feel scary to manipulate, but they go out. You still get that range. Of course, they rotate 360. Rotate this 360. Double jointed elbow crunches in all the way. Rotates and this. These pegs are not the tightest in there. I can fix that. I showed off the ab crunch. Of course, this is 360. This goes out that far. Kicks back that far. Kicks forward. You can kind of get it 90, but I know that is probably flexing. It's hitting that, so that's not a real 90-degree bend. You get swivel there. You get super pin right there. And, well, there's a pin there, but there are no pins anywhere else. So that's pinless. Now down here, it's crazy. They gave him a separate rocker hinge right there, so you can bring his foot there. Plus, you can rock on this joint right here, so he can kick up even higher and kick back more. And then you get a hinge, sort of ankle pivot can be like that, so you can get crazy ankle poses. I wish every Transformer or every figure had ankles like that. Here's a pose I just did on the fly with these ankles. Look at that. See, these ankles really come in handy with some poses like that. So, yeah, it's cool. It's sturdy. It's not like wobbling and falling over and whatnot. Of course, you can rotate and put the other hand in. I kind of wish they had hands that could hinge outward the other way. But as you see me manipulating this thing, the wrists are a little bit flimsy. That's my main complaint. The wrist and this chest piece, they make the whole thing feel flimsier than it should. And that takes away from the experience. But as you saw me just do that pose on the freaking fly, he is he is dynamic. Very, very dynamic. So if you want a posable Bumblebee, there you go. He is just huge. That is my main, if there's any type of complaint, he is huge. But like, as we already know with this line, scale is not important to them. They just want to make 6-inch posable versions of characters, and none of them are going to be in scale, unfortunately. So if you're collecting this line, you just have to go in knowing that everything is the same height. Just like if you were collecting a 3 3/4 inch toy line, which people do. So while the people that are pressed about scale are complaining, a lot of people collect lines and don't even give two craps that everybody's the same size. Next comparison, here he is next to a deluxe glass figure. He is taller than a deluxe glass figure. He's 6 inches tall, and this guy is 5 inches tall. Here's MP45 Bumblebee. So, yeah, that guy is designed to be G1 cartoon Bumblebee. Here's my classified series Baroness right here. Since he's in this room for some reason, here's my classics Bumblebee right there. And my other red figures are put away, but trust me, he is like the biggest one of them. He's bigger than the Optimus, he's bigger than the Megatron. A quick Google search will show you the comparison. In fact, let me just do that right now for y'all so that people don't feel gypped. Here's something I found on Google. Anywho, the figure itself, awesome. It has few flaws, and I just wish it maybe had more accessories like a different face, because just having this smiling face all the time and different hands, like if he had more open or gestury hands, it'd probably be easier for him to hold that Energon cube that he comes with and pretend that he's holding the gun with two hands and whatnot. And just hands with different joints, since they don't use universal joints. Maybe one day Hasbro will upgrade to that. But outside of that, it's still functional as you saw, so even the little nitpicks or complaints that I do have, it still works, so it's still a good figure. Thank you for watching this. These are Walmart exclusives if you did not know somehow. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click the shit.